Are there challenges in other parts of the world? Yes. Are there a lot of challenges here? Yes. But what do we do? What do we speak? What do we say? How do we act? So the speech was all about who are you? Who will go? What will you do? More like talking to ourselves in the mirror and asking the questions about what we are going to contribute to our country. I think it was JFK Kennedy that asked not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. And those are the times that we are in now, because nobody is going to build Nigeria for us. If you look at the US, if you look at Singapore, if you look at Japan, if you look at any country around the world, whether in Europe, North America, Asia, any of the developed countries, they were built by their citizens. And how do you build a nation? It's by who you are and what you do. There's no other sort of magic formula. It's by who every individual is and what every individual does, because we're made up of a collective. And it's the individuals that make up the whole. So like a broom, you all know the Yoruba proverb, I'm sure. Yeah, not very easy to break when we all stand together. So this morning, my message is simple. Nigeria is turning 60. What do you say about Nigeria? Even you're in the class, you're enthusiastic, you're clapping, you're here on the course. But when you go out, are you a light? Are you sharing the positivism? Are you sharing the optimism and the hope? Because without hope, we're really nothing. If we're not able to believe, then there's really no point. There's just really no point. So you will have a lot of knowledge, you will have a lot of, and fortune really favors the brave. There are a lot of opportunities out there, believe it or not. If I tell you my own life story, you'll really be in shock. I've had full scholarship to Cambridge University. When I talk about a full scholarship, my parents only needed to drop me at the airport and pick me up. Yes, I worked very hard. I got a 2-1 in university, but I wasn't the most brilliant in my class. Maybe I was top 10, top 5, something like that. It was drop me at the airport and pick me up. Books, feeding, accommodation, allowance, ticket, everything paid for, just because I bothered to take myself to the British Council's office in Ikoyi and write a handwritten letter. So that's one thing. There'll be opportunities and people will say, all these things, they don't really work. I mean, look at you here. I'm not sure how you got to be selected to be on this program, but I want to be confident that you asked some questions and you took some steps. Yeah. So it's important. There are a lot of people not even knowing that there's a training going on. And here you are. So that's what it takes. It's the same way that people say, oh yeah, CBN has this nicer loan, does it really work? I remember there was the time, with the COVID response, when the central bank set out this, they have the 50 billion Naira loan, and it was going to be implemented through their microcredit bank, NISO. And I put out the broadcast, because we have a broadcast list. I put it out, and people started messaging me. A couple of people said, it's not working, it's full, it's not working, it's full. And I was beginning to feel like, oh my gosh, your credibility. Have I put out something that isn't really working? And then somebody sent me a message, this lady called Nelly. And she said, oh, Dr. J, thank you so much. I got my application in. And I was just like, there's some people you can just count on. You see this Nelly girl, she is so focused and determined. So I was like, Nelly, you got in. Gosh, thank God I know somebody that got the application in, because people have been messaging me that, it was full, people rushed it. She said, oh yeah, Dr. J, I had all my papers ready. So immediately I saw it, she's that fast. She had everything ready. If they say, okay, you need NAFTA, she's already gotten it. You need to see she's already, and then she tells other people, teaches other people, mentors other people, just like what you're doing today. So Nelly already had all her stuff ready. So the minute she saw the link, she applied. While people are still trying to get their stuff together, she was already in. There's something about asking questions, being curious and extending yourself. There's another thing about being prepared, because you have to make sure that preparedness, opportunity meets preparation. And that's the sweet spot where success comes in, where opportunity meets preparation. Today you have the Honorable Commissioner here, you have me here, you have Steve here, you have Ms. Akela here, you have Akunu here. It's interesting, it's exciting, you're clapping, you're happy. By the time you're facing your reality of access to financing, of making sure everything is going well, nobody's stealing your fish, by the time you're faced with so many things you have to do, remember the strength, the muscles. I always tell my team, remember the muscles that you've built up. Because it's those muscles, and you have to build them up really strong. It's those muscles, it's that energy, it's that training, it's that tenacity that will pull you through. Failure is not an option. The same people that say that Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that, foreigners are rushing here. This is a land of opportunity. And fortune favors the brave.